Armandinho has none.
Joey D probably is up there from the years that he was there.
I'm going to go with Joey D. He was hard to, catch up to. That was a machine. He was a Terminator.
Joey D is up there, obviously, for his intensity and tenacity and being a tough opponent to play against.
I'll have to give you big head, Mings, but I think you go in quite hard, not in a dirty way, but when the ball's to be won, bigger body, or just, always bumping you a bit. You don't throw stuff around, all right, which is good. And even Moose, like when Moose is sliding, fuck me. Like, he just want to get out of his way, or he's going to fucking break your knees. But don't change.
Rob, Stipper, Joe D. Friend, Mars, Joe Crow, really skillful. Again, just a beast. Moose in goals, again, he's just impossible.
There's different levels, I suppose. Like, you've got Crow Joe, who's like just defends, and chases and just doesn't let you go. So he's pretty tough to be against.
Joe, I reckon Joe's.
Crow Joe is just, too smart for you. But we always have epic duels, but he's always finishes on top.
Fuck, I'd say Stip or Phil.
You got Phil, which is like, muscles you out of the way of every shot. Yourself, if you're defending, it's hard to get past you. Stip has legs.
Probably Moose.
Yeah, probably Steve and Mars. Yeah, that was it. Mars. Yeah, he was probably, I reckon he was the best that came across.
Joe, yeah, definitely Joe. Joe's skillful and he's fucking tough too. And he's smart. So I'd say Joe's the toughest.
Phil, he's just dynamite.
Phil, I did have a little bit of a minor fracture or whatever it was in my ribs. Really fucked me up for the fishing trip that year. Ask your brother about it, but yeah, maybe I'm not that tough.
I couldn't keep up with Phil, that's for sure.
There's different sort of toughness for me. Like, playing against Phil is one of the hardest things in my life. Just his power and his speed, commitment. And he doesn't want to hurt you, but he will if you get in his way, which I've learned a long time ago.
Mr. Pavlidis, and you know which one. And I always love when he used to kick the ball 500 metres away over the fence. When he loses his shit all the time.
Phil is definitely the toughest in the aspect of his speed, shooting ability. Just trying to stop Phil is a challenge in itself. One wrong move and Phil's in hospital because he's like 100 miles an hour. So you got to be spot on with Phil. And now like his shooting ability, dribbling and all that. So definitely Phil's up there.
The toughest, again, I'm scared of Phil for his shots, and Daniel, his body, you feel like you're hitting a wall if you go against him. But as skills-wise, and I respect everyone who works. They're all amazing.
Aside from Lidge, who's very creative and all that, Robbie was a tough player as well, especially when you're playing against him. And he was solid. So getting the ball off him, like, he'd just bounce off him. Like, he was a real rock. And so was Phil, especially when you bump into Phil, because Phil was like a fucking freight train when he started to move. He was a real freight train, mate, and he will absolutely knock you off your path if you get in his way.
I'll tell you this, most players you can sort of either match and out-muscle, which was important for me. Couldn't do that with Phil. Couldn't budge him. That says a lot. Others you could put a bit of a shoulder in if you needed to, and you'd get some flex. No flex with Phil. If Phil was playing last line, yeah, there's a good chance you're not getting anywhere near the goals. Yeah, Phil was tough in that respect because aside from size, probably one of the few that had size and speed, which again, if you're playing with that on your side, happy days. If you're not, bad days.
But as I said, Phil haunts my dreams. But to be honest, one of the toughest players, I'd say, would have to be Damo, to be perfectly honest. Like, the amount that he gets knocked around every game, don't think I've ever seen him complain, and he just gets up and he just keeps playing the ball. So I think he's super tough.
I think you got to put Damo in that category too. He always leaves everything on the field. There's never anything that he takes personally. He gets back up after he's been knocked down. He never seems to complain or sook about any hits that he takes, even if they're obvious fouls. So hats off to Damo. In recent years, Damo's come a long way. I don't know, little man syndrome or something. He thinks he's 6 foot tall, but throwing his weight around. Yeah, Damo's become a real tough opponent.
Ivan Franich, he was pretty good. But in terms of the regulars, we said Phil before, Stipper, Joe, just quality all round, week in, week out. So just tough players.